This isn't Fliff, is it?
No, this is the Flifty.
The Flifty. And we're a little late. We were talking about it before we started recording, and it was, I think you explained nicely why we were so delayed this month in doing the Flifty. And it's because I had some traveling early in the summer, and then it was just trying to get on the same schedule.
Yeah, we've been trying to catch up with each other on not just this, but other things as well. But yeah, better a little late than never.
Yeah.
So.
And I have exciting news.
Oh, yes, you do.
You know what it is. I
do.
am in my reborn.
You are.
Check me out.
Yeah.
Now, this shouldn't come as a surprise if anyone watched the last Fliff video we did, because I about fell all over myself when I saw my new friend, Vero, who I don't think she knows she's my friend, but she's my friend.
Yes.
Not on my friends list, but we saw her at Salem, if I remember correctly. And
you remember correctly.
I was falling all over myself about this girl. And
you were.
She handed me, I ended up talking to her, and she handed me a note card with her numbers on it, her body numbers, which was so helpful. And so I took her body numbers, and then I kind of made it fit my body. And so now I've got my reborn on, so I can have my thick ass legs and butt, and have a bit of a belly to represent my ongoing writing project. And yeah, and I'm finding, and also these are the mug shorts from Fliff that fit so nicely. They don't do the same on Legacy, and I think, as we discussed, it's because Legacy pregnant body is a whole nother body. It's not the Legacy body with sliders. It's, a whole nother mesh. So that would explain why, Mug's Legacy fit didn't really fit it, because of the way, I guess, Mug does things. But I was really excited to be able to fit into Mug. And one of the things
you may have to reevaluate some of the shopping that we've done there. Yeah,
because I'm finding a lot of the reborn stuff now that I'm wearing it with more of a pregnant belly. It really deforms better than Legacy things on the Legacy pregnant body, which was pretty damn good, but there were definitely some things that just didn't work.
One of the things that I can comment on just right now that you're wearing is that the tie on that top would normally stick straight out and kind of look strange, but it looks fine.
Yeah,
I mean, in some poses it clips into your belly, but I would prefer that over
sticking straight out.
Just sticking straight out.
Yeah. Yeah. Oops, losing my camera. Okay, but yeah, no, I agree, and so I'm very excited.
And even these strings,
The what? The strings, the strings on the side, They're hanging really nicely and close to the body like they should, instead of sticking a little bit forward. So so I'm really pleased. I'm really excited to be able to get in my reborn. I want to give props to Vero, who was amazing. And then the same night that I put the shape on and tweaked it for me, I went out. I was all excited. I told you I had to be seen. You went to sleep, and I'm like, no, I'm too excited. I need to go be seen. And I went shopping. I think I did Happy Weekend. And I ran into a gal at a makeup store I'd never been to. And she got in my IMs immediately. And she's like, how did you do that with your reborn? And I'm like, I know, right? Let me tell you all about it. So I talked to her about Vero. And then I passed the note card with the body numbers. So I'm like, here you go. Make it your own. That's what I did. And it's fabulous. So thank you to Vero. I'm going to have to link her so she can hear us talking about her. But she was super sweet, super friendly. She didn't think I was a freak or a troll or anything. And so I appreciate that. And it's nice to run into people like that on the grid who'll help you out.
And so, and I mean, there is a market for Vero to pop a shape up on the marketplace.
Sell body numbers.
Honestly.
If you want to have a pregnant reborn, here's how you do it. So because I didn't like I said, I matched my body numbers to hers, and then I just kind of built out from there.
Right, because her shape is it was especially short,
just small busted, narrow shoulders, and just wasn't my look, but she had everything right through the middle and the hips and legs and everything, in my opinion, for what I was looking for, because her look is definitely her own.
And it's a look that we had attempted to create previously and struggled with. But so yeah, she figured out some tricks that make it look really, really good.
Yeah.
You really nailed it with updating it to look like you.
With her help as a foundation, and then making it my own. I was just so excited. I've wanted to be seen ever since.
Yes.
I just go standing places. I take especially longer at shopping events, just stand around. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So we're going to catch up on the Flifty today. And I'm excited because, it's, one of our events that we like to do. It's a newer event, only not even being a year old, maybe not even 6 months old. And so I like to make sure we cover it because it's, it's our friends, the Flifty crew. And so, I like to give them some coverage because they've got a nice event here.
And I look forward to seeing if Tylie has something here.
I can, spoiler alert, they do. Because
well, I look forward to seeing what it is.
I look forward to your opinion because I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Tylie now.
You can because you're all jaked up.
I'm jaked up.
And now I'm all, reborned up. And and I know that the reborn, items rigged for reborn can really take the curve. So I think you're right. I'm going to have to revisit some of my previous positions on things as a pregnant legacy body wearer.
At the very least, we'll have to try out some things. Yeah. And see where the limits are.
Yeah. So
we do like to push the limits.
Yes, we do, and you do a lot. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and fade us so that we can make our way over because I think we still have the sim line to cross, and I think I have some ice cream to eat.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, so we have crossed the sim line to get to our first vendor. I'm trying to inhale an ice cream sandwich, so I'm going to be quiet with my fancy new mic over here and mute while you to fill us in on our first vendor.
All right, so we're at Violent Seduction, and it looks like they have a corset dress sort of thing. It's like a mini skirt dress and long sleeve and very good for the goth look for sure. If you have obviously leggings to go with it, that is great, or stockings of sorts. It fits Legacy Maitreya Reborn.
Okay. And the prices?
Yes, I was getting to that.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. And the prices are $250 for a single color and a single body, or $1,000 for the fat pack.
And the fat pack includes all the bodies, or I guess it does.
Yes, it does. And I would think if it were me getting this, that would be the way I would go, just because I like to have not only the color options, but I like to have the different body options too, generally. As people can tell, we like to jump around sometimes.
Well, you can say that now that I forced you out of your signature.
Yes.
Because you were very resistant, and now I'm trying to get you into that male Cupra body, and you're like, one body at a time, okay?
Yeah, it's...
and
I'm enjoying the Drake.
It's a bit muscular for you. Very big pecs and big nipples, as we've talked about before. So it's a little much for you, I think. But I appreciate that body. It's a lot of fun. But So this style is not for me in particular. But I think it's nicely done, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who would enjoy it. So,
yeah.
All right, are we ready for the next one?
We are.
Oh, it's my friend
It's
Equal. So we've got 2 pair of shoes here. One, I think these are called creepers. I remember these back from when I was a teenager.
They are creepers.
And I don't want to date myself, but yeah, I had creepers back in the day, and I don't want more. I know I love Equal, but I'm not gonna do the creeper thing. And then
someone should make a pair of creepers with like the Minecraft creeper face on them.
Oh my gosh, I'm sure somebody must have that. And then we have these other like excessive stripper shoes, which again, you know how I feel about these. So for once, I'm
you're
not
retired from that.
Yeah, and even when I did do it, I didn't wear shoes like that. So I tried to do things a little differently, as always. But yeah, so for me, these are not for me, but that's fine. You know, I love Equal, and I will buy Equal all day long. And actually, the shoes I have on right now are Equal. These slides, which I love. They've got some glitter and shit on the bottom. These are Equal. And so I will buy glitter Equal, but these 2 styles aren't for me, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So, but what do they cost?
They cost. I'm just checking if that's the same for both. Yes, it is. It's $4.99 for a pair of shoes. You get the fat pack of either one, or $4.25 if you're a special Equal
like
shopper.
Me. And then I see that the socks are an add-on. So is that separate price?
It is bought separately. It has the same price though.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right. Very good. Are you ready for the next?
We are.
Next we have
Australia.
Australia. And what has she got here? What is this?
Looks like it's a top.
I thought it was the whole thing, but apparently not.
I think it's just the top.
And it looks like they've got the juicy boobs. And I've learned a little since I made my last comment about juicy boobs and mounds and things. And they are 2 separate things. So, and the juicy boobs I think look really nice. But I don't know.
Like bulging out the top.
Yeah, and I found that just like with the soft thighs, makers are building it into when you buy. You can either have a regular version for Cooper or Legacy or Reborn, or you can have the juicy version for those bodies. Nice. So
yeah,
I'm starting to see more of that. So I may come around to juicy, but I'm kind of I like a natural breast, not all squished or pushed up. So we'll see.
Yeah. But it's nice that they give you the option, so you don't have to commit to it. You can try it out or not.
Yeah.
And that appears to be the case here, where they've got it for Legacy, Maitreya, Cupra, and E-Body, Reborn, but also for both of the Reborn add-ons.
Yeah, for mounds and juicy boobs.
Yeah.
So, now that I'm a Reborn girl, I might have to get those attachments to try it out.
You've been reborn.
I have been reborn. But yes. I'm just right. Okay, so what are we looking at here in terms of pricing? Do they come in packs? Because they look like they're clustered.
They do look like they're clustered, but it's an illusion. They're $1.99 for a color, or you can get the fat pack for $9.99.
Okay, and then it looks like you get 7% credit if you're in the group. Which
nice.
I too am in this group.
Of course, you are a prolific shopper.
I am, especially now that I'm Premium Plus.
Yes.
It's like, what group limit? I join everything until I start bitching about I've maxed out 140 groups or whatever.
I know you're going to.
I will get there. I've tried to slow my roll with the group joins. So, and then when I went to Access yesterday, it was like just opened, and I'm like, watch, I'm going to get in like butter because I'm Premium Plus. Move, people. And got in no difficulty whatsoever, and it was full. So, all right.
So I like this top. What are you thinking?
It's not for me. I mean, maybe one of our kids would rock that, but me personally, not feeling it. Just not my style. So.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Okay. Next, we have Zipper.
Yeah.
Zipper, my friend. What does she have here? So she has. Is that a skin? Or is that, what am I looking at? Head skin.
Looks like it's a head skin.
Does it have velour colors? Alt 3 matching body. So it's Alt 3 color, body colors, right?
Yes.
And then I don't know what these lower ones are. The different maker? Yeah. right? It's
the
Nara
bottom...
Mataru's body.
Yeah.
I am shocked it's not velour.
Right? Nar Mataru. It looks like she also has a brow and a lash.
Let's see. So the brow, I'm not really much someone who gets brows, because I usually, once I land on a brow, that's the brow. And
right.
I don't usually change it. And the lashes, those are interesting. I'm also lazy with my lashes, but because it's zipper, I would totally buy it. So
right.
yeah, put me down for the lashes, and tell how much does all this stuff cost?
Right. So let's see, the head skin. So head skin is $5.50 for a single skin. And you can get the fat pack of either Alt 3 or Nar Mataru for $3,000.
Okay.
And then we've got the brows and we've got the lashes. The brows are $275. And the lashes I need to contact Zipper about.
Why?
Because the vendor is unresponsive.
Okay. I think she'd appreciate knowing that. All right. And it's we need to try those out. I don't know if you're gonna get stuck on the vendor.
Well, I'll try not to, but who knows?
But I should try them, because let's see, is she wide enough?
Well, I can help you try them.
Okay.
Let me just see if this works. So
you're gonna get me in there?
I'm gonna get you in there. And then I'm gonna push the buttons for you.
But and you can't take off my ice cream for me though, because I don't have it in the wardrobe.
It's not in the wardrobe.
Yeah, let me just do that real quick. Who cares? We're gonna see behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. Let's go and take off what I'm wearing here.
The veil has been pierced.
I know. Don't look, everybody. Don't look at the behind the scenes, okay? It's top secret. Okay. Okay, so let's see. So we've got first pose.
Looks like you're pointing.
It is, but it's problematic already.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, and so not that one. Is that the same pose? Okay, so then this one. My hand is, I don't know where my hand is. It's like
It's been swallowed by your boob.
Through my boobs. And then there's this one, which I feel like I have something similar to
You
this.
do have something very similar. It's a good, it's a great pose though.
And
but you do have similar.
I feel like, do I have something similar to this too?
I want to say yes.
Yeah, because I have a lot of oh my.
You do.
I feel like I have something similar to that.
You do have something similar. Like, it's not exactly that, but yeah.
Yeah.
But they're all, it's oh my, they're great poses. Some work with some bodies, some don't, but.
Yeah. All right, so I think I'm gonna need your help down and see if I get stuck in here. And we might have to fade to black and
all right, well,
figure myself out. Let's see. Oh, wow. Wow.
We got it.
Okay, well then I just need my ice cream back.
Yes.
But
I'll leave that to you while I'm checking out prices.
Okay.
So, for buying a single pose, it looks like it's 100.
Okay.
For each pose.
100
and
for each pose. Okay.
And that's your only option, it looks like.
So you just buy them individually?
Yes.
Okay.
So they have 5 poses, 100 each.
All right, very good. And none of those worked for me, unfortunately. But like I said, we spent a lot of time that one time going to Oh My.
We plundered that store
to find every pose that would work with a big girl.
Yep.
So, okay, and now we have Yomi.
We got so many poses, in fact, that you broke your AO.
That's right, because it could only take so much. It's like, bitch, slow down. There's too much. Too many poses.
Oh god. Yeah. All right. Yes. So Yomi.
Yomi. Okay, so Yomi, we have a necklace. It's probably rigged because they usually are. Yep. Rigged for. Oh, there it is. Lara Legacy Cupra Reborn. Very nice. It's a little too cutesy for me personally.
Yeah.
So, and then because I wear the collar all the time, I don't usually wear anything else.
Right.
Especially if it's close to the neck. It has to be really special for me to wear it and what is it? Stealth or hide the collar so I can wear it.
Yeah.
But what does this cost? Because I know it's just one-shot purchase.
This is a one-shot purchase, $385. You get a necklace set with multiple options for coloring it and earrings.
Oh, it comes with earrings. Those little strawberries. Yeah, that's a deal. Yomi makes good stuff. Like I said, I tend to buy Yomi. I have, but it's just a matter of preference, style. And
of course.
The way it always comes down to, usually, so.
Yes.
All right. We ready for the next?
Yes, we are. And
this one is new to us, I think.
Pippin Long Gallery. Yeah, this is new.
So what are we looking at here?
The art piece.
The one on the wall?
Yes.
Okay.
It is called Tune.
Oh, so like listening to music.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Either listening or kind of air conducting.
So this is someone's original artwork?
Yes.
And
it includes a framed and an unframed version, it looks like.
Okay, and how much are they asking?
They are asking $350 for this.
Okay. It's very nice.
Very nice. Yeah.
So if you're looking for some art, there you go.
Yeah. That's actually really cool. I don't like, we do see wall hangings and stuff pretty often, but I actually don't see too many people actually make it a point to like do their own painting per se. Like a lot of times it's, of course, SL photography is very common, or real world photography, or just some kind of general texture pattern sort of thing. But yeah, that's it looks like it's like a watercolor to me, but I could be wrong.
It does look like that to me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Very good. Up next we have Trompe Loeil.
And
it's Azores. Is that how you say that? Azores Tropical Pool?
Azores Tropical Pool. Yes.
What do you think? Do we need to go up and look at it?
I think we might have to go up and look at it.
Or is this going to be the tour that we usually do?
Oh, we could do the tour.
Or I can stay down here.
Yeah, if you want to lock your camera to me.
I'm locked on you. Go ahead. Go explore.
Okay.
I'll wait.
Whoosh. All right. So this is a substantial build.
Yeah.
So we've got. Let's see, how would one actually get up it? Like, I know you can just walk up it, but.
But yeah, how would you get up that? Maybe the landscaping, but then you would lose some of those lower steps. Like, how does it look in the picture?
In the picture, they kind of just leave it open.
Time for you to go rock climbing.
Yeah, I suppose I'll just do some rock climbing.
Or rock jumping.
You can get, you can build in a way to approach it, but that does feel a little odd that there's no clear way to get into it. We've got a nice gazebo. This is a really nice, I like the lights in here.
Yep.
Around the ring and tied around each post. Very nice.
Yeah.
The pool itself has some lighting, which is very pretty. And we've got a little cool waterfall. Yeah. Getting a shower.
Yeah.
Beautiful candles all around.
Yeah.
All of that said, this is one of the few Trompe Loeil offerings I think I'm gonna skip.
And why is that?
And it's just because it would require such specific landscaping for me to make it actually work and flow with a build that I don't think that I would use it. That is something that I'm kind of mentally struggling with.
Yeah, I know, because I was thinking, you know, as we go shopping now, we're kind of keeping an eye out for the new kind of build that we want to do. And I don't see something like this fitting in that.
No, I don't either.
So it's lovely, but I don't think we have a use for it.
Yeah.
So
it is. It's gorgeous. And I really have to say I love the detail work of the tile on the front here.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, it is very nice. And then they have their prices on their signs. That's what they have.
They do. So let's see.
PG and an adult.
Yeah, PG $6.25. Adult is $8.75.
And then you've got your land impact there and the footprint. So. Okay. There you have it.
All right.
And it's Vespertine.
It's Vespertine. Oh, these are great.
Wearable and decor versions.
I'm getting these.
Buy me. So there's 2 of them.
Yeah. Tropical tiki sort of cocktails and snacks and stuff. This is fantastic. Oh man.
Yeah.
Got like a big old, like a pineapple and a guava or mango or something, and coconut. That looks all kinds of refreshing.
It does. So, and how much are they?
Oh, yeah, I guess I shouldn't just buy them.
You're like, that's wonderful. I'm buying them. Next.
Yeah. So it's $200 for the snacks and $240 for the drinks.
All right. And there's wearable and decor. Are you wearing it yet?
Oh, I can.
Are you wearing food to feed me like you like to do?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me get some. Let me get this tropical fruit selection out.
I can dip it in my ice cream.
There you go. Okay, that should. Okay.
Are you wearing the right one?
I don't have another option on that one. Let me see if the wearable is only in the drink. Because it did not give me another version.
Well, the wearable part is only under the drinks.
Yeah, so it is only under. Okay.
It's the versions of cocktails. So maybe it's just you holding a cocktail.
Boop. No, I can hold the tray of the cocktails. I thought I could hold the tray of the snacks.
It goes with your shirt.
It does, actually.
And then I can just grab a drink off your tray as I finish my ice cream.
That's right. Wash that down.
That's right.
All right.
Now you're ready to serve drinks.
Yes.
Okay, so we are ready for the next one?
We are.
Okay, and it is fetch.
Yeah. Oh,
look at that.
I like it.
So they have, what is this? A scout cabinet?
They're calling it a scout cabinet.
Yeah.
And it has a cow print.
So of course we're getting it.
Of course we are.
So put me down for one of those because I'm going to want one.
Okay. Okay, so that's fetch.
And how much are they? Or it's just the one and you get all the colors, right? You buy one?
It's just the one, you get all the colors. For $1.99 you get all of it.
$1.99. Do the doors open?
It's a steal.
No, the doors don't open because I'm cooking.
They don't.
Okay. But otherwise...
It's unscripted, but it is very cool.
Because it doesn't have an inside, right? No. Okay.
No.
But yeah, it's very cool. Could go nicely in your home. You can always put stuff on top of it or under it. So yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, we ready for the next?
We are.
And it is Jack Spoon.
Yeah, we saw them at the last 50, I want to say.
Yeah. And so we have skin, it looks like. And...
Yes, head skin, velour, of course, compatible.
And so these are the skin tones here listed. And then and then you have book of liners underneath. So you have lots of different liners. So how much for the skin and how much for the liners?
The skin is for a single color is $5.99. You can get all the colors for $15.55.
Okay.
And the book of liners, all the book is $1.99.
Okay. And then these are just for the Litka Evo X, it looks like.
That is what it says, Liluka Evo X Bomb.
Okay.
And yeah. Looks like the head skin, you get a brow, no brow option, and neck blender and other add-ons and stuff. So
okay,
very good.
All right, off to the next. And we have Asteria.
Oh.
Why did you say it like that?
I was having trouble reading it for some reason.
And sometimes that sideways writing just gets to you. You have to turn your head for it.
Yeah, and it was like blending into the windows a little bit. I don't know why, I just couldn't see it. Okay, Asteria, and it's the Zia outfit.
Yep, straps, the strap top, and skirt with panties.
Yes.
And it looks like the tops and the skirts are all separate.
They are all separate.
Yeah. But you can get a fat pack and get everything.
Yeah, and it appears to be $50 for any individual color of either a top or a bottom.
Okay.
And if you wanted to fat pack it up, it's $700 for tops and $700 for bottoms. And this one would fit Reborn, Cupra, Maitreya Legacy, Isis, Freya, and Hourglass.
Yep, so lots of sizes. So if you enjoy wearing straps, this is for you.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
Not so much for me, but that's okay, as we always say. Yeah. Okay, and you already broke down the pricing, so I think we're good to go.
Yeah.
Your favorite, our favorite, is up next.
Always a mystery.
Seven Emporium.
Continues to be a mystery. Let's see what we got. A bunch of stuff in here.
The table looks like a birth chart.
I dig the table. It's a constellation.
Yeah. But it also reminds me of a natal chart or an astrological birth chart, because I've had one done. And it looks
also have
a lot like that.
wall tray version of it.
I don't know. I may have to get the wall one. Put me down for 7 Emporium. Because they also have the hands.
Sign over here, Topless Tarot.
Oh, I see that.
It's psychic tarot card.
That's, that should be my business in Bayside. Topless Tarot.
Topless Tarot.
That'll separate me from the other psychic on the sim. I don't think she does Topless Tarot.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, yeah, I need those. I'm going to put that on the building outside.
Yeah.
So, yes. Thank you, 7 Emporium. Just what I needed. The inspiration behind my roleplay business. Topless Tarot. Thank you.
It also has, all kinds of signs like the
the window sign.
And the spiritual, the eyeball hand. I'm going to also pick up this just ring of lights because I could see using that in various ways.
Yeah.
One of the ways that comes to my mind is just mounting it against the ceiling as just a ceiling light.
So, and that is each light bulb a light source, or how did he do it?
I don't think so. I'm not even sure if it doesn't look like any of them are light sources.
Okay, so they just have some glow to them then.
Yeah, they just are glowing and full bright.
Your favorite.
Well, light bulbs are. If you're making them look correct, you add some glow to them, you make them full bright, and usually you'll add a little bit of transparency to them. And it gives them that effect, but usually you'll make them a light source to make it work. But so that's what I would do with that.
Okay. Well, very good. Make the note for me to swing back to 7 Emporium, and I think we're all set if you've bought everything you're going to.
Yeah. Huh.
What?
Well, now I'm even more curious about this creator.
Why?
Because I always thought they largely just assembled odd things. Like, I knew they would mesh stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
But this is... he explicitly has a sign saying that this is original art, and I see that, like, the hand-eye picture has his signature on it.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm even more intrigued by the 7 Emporium creator. I must talk to them sometime.
I wonder if you were not on when... I mean, I thought you and I talked about that he has created his own art before.
Maybe we have.
We may have.
My memory is...
Because I remember when I was doing Fliff with Mom, there was a painting of like an orange or a banana or something, and I bought it because I thought it was cool, and Mom's like, no. And I remember it had that same little sign. It's the art by the creator. And so I thought that was really cool. So yeah, you're going to have to reach out to this creator and, on our radio talk show or, interview series that, so many different ideas we always have to interview people. But I'm very curious about this person as well. So.
All right.
Okay, 7 Emporium, there it is.
Oh, I didn't price check. Sorry.
Okay, you got
After all that.
Okay, so you can actually buy the whole collection at the bottom, everything in there, and then you can buy all the pieces individually. So break it down for us.
All right, so I'm gonna start on the left and just kind of try to do it the best I can. So the wall tray is 200. The neon signs are 200. The hand-eye picture is 350. The psychic window is 300. The table is 200. We've got the actual wallpaper itself.
Oh.
Is 250, that crazy tiger stripe thing in the background.
Yeah.
The light ring is 200, and the study of phrenology, so the skull head, 350. Then we've got these 2 wall signs on the right side. 150 for the psychic sign, 150 for topless tarot. The hands are 200 each. The barrel the hands are on is 75.
Mm-hmm.
There's more things for sale here than I realized. The whole collection can be yours for $1,850, and you can too open a psychic store.
Very good. Nicely done.
All right.
So we're off to Exile, and as we're going through this, I realize I have neglected to start my music. So I'm gonna start it right now. We had agreed that we were gonna listen to trance.
Yeah.
And so now I've got the trance on. So we were only 40 minutes in with no music.
I wonder if you want to add music in post or something. I don't know. It's probably not a big deal.
You always want me to add music in post.
You don't have to. But I don't know. But yeah.
Maybe
anyway,
this time I will. Hang on. Let me go back over here and pause the music. So we'll take it out since we went a whole 40 minutes without it. And I'll just lay in music over that part. And maybe I'll just let me fade for a second so I have a place to cut so I know. Let's go back over here and fade. Back. Okay. So we are now at Exile.
We're at Exile.
All right. This is mica hair, and it looks a lot like the Fliff hair, in my opinion, but I'm sure there's some variation. Or maybe it's in more colors, because I think the hair was only in 2 colors, so I don't know. I'd have to go back and double check if it was the Fliff hair or not.
Well, here you get 200 colors.
Yes. And how much does it cost for those 200 colors?
$3.90, so less than 2 linden per color.
That's amazing. All right.
Yeah.
And you get a style head, so that means there's going to be some variation, maybe with the bangs or something.
Probably with the bangs.
They don't really give you a picture of it. And
I'm guessing this is a little too flat on the head for you.
Yes. I mean,
Yes.
look at the hair I'm wearing today.
Yes, I know.
I saw this on Flickr on several people, and I'm like, somebody has to list that. And they did. And it's unorthodox. This is unorthodox hair.
It is unorthodox, and it looks amazing.
It gives me a little fashion flashback because it's like shaved on the side. So yeah. I'm feeling my fashion roots. But yeah.
One thing I love about that is so a lot of times when you wear the big hair, you can only barely tell that you have horns on.
Yes.
But this makes that one horn super prominent, and I love it.
And then my cow ear.
So well, yeah,
so
and your cow ear.
Use my cow ear. Yep.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
I love it. I'm gonna have this on for a while. Just warning.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
All right, so very nice Exile. We have next Dead Doll.
Dead Doll.
Now, Dead Doll, I wonder, is Dead Doll making for Reborn? Yes. At the top.
Yep.
I'm surprised because usually they were Maitreya for a long
Legacy,
time.
and Reborn.
But it was just Maitreya for a super long time, and now they added Legacy, and it was just Maitreya and Legacy. So I'm like, oh, are they doing it? Are they doing it? Sure enough, there it is.
They're doing
E-Body. All right, put me down for this one because I want to see how Dead Doll works with E-Body.
Absolutely.
And then break down the prices for individual versus fat pack.
Okay, so individual is $250, and they're calling this a swimsuit, the Sage swimsuit.
It's cute. Looks like it's crocheted.
It does. Yeah. And the fat pack is $1,500.
All right. Very good. I'm going to come back and pick up a color and try it out, see how Dead Doll does Reborn.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
I think it's fun and very suggestive.
Yes. All right.
One thing I really want to see, is that flower around the belly area stretched out over you.
That you want to see? You want to see how it is, or because you want to see it stretched out?
Oh, I want to see it stretched out.
Well, we'll have to try that out after.
Yes.
All right. Up next is ISON. And
ISON.
Is it transparent or open in the back? You have a choice. You see in the picture versus the front?
Yes.
Okay. Put me down for these because it's ISON and, I'm a fan. And it's Reborn. Yeah. So you got Maitreya, Legacy, and Reborn, and you've got the petite and perky variations of the other bodies. And this is a very intriguing pant to me.
These are very intriguing, yeah.
Yes.
So these are $295 for a color, or $11.45 for all of them.
Okay.
And yeah, that is very intriguing. And it's not just one color exactly. These are color packs.
Oh, okay.
So if you zoom in there, you can see you get a bunch of different options, but you get a ton of options with the fat pack.
Yeah.
They explode with the ability to do the inner fabric all kinds of ways.
Yeah, and then you control how much transparency you have on those pieces as well.
So I think this is one that if you do it, you should get the
fat pack.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm there. You don't need to convince me. I'm ready there.
Yeah, because
that's my favorite color anyway.
They do a big value add with that.
Yes,
all right.
Yes.
Very interesting. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hello.
So we've got our friend Ananas.
We do.
And you can be a drink.
You can be a tall glass of lemonade or orange juice or something.
Yeah. And so how much for each? They're each individual.
They are each individual. They are $189.
Okay.
And it's an avatar accessory, so it's something that you add, I think. And then you can scoot around as a drink.
Yeah. I think that one's probably a bit too quirky for me, although it's like, where do you draw the line? I'm going to be a box of chicken nuggets, but I won't be a drink?
I got the orange juice.
Did you? Well, if you got it, I'm gonna have to get it. Because you know how much we match.
I do.
So
I don't know when I would ever wear it.
All right, put me down for the ananas. Apparently, I'm gonna be some orange juice as well, or
well,
pink
you don't
lemonade.
Have to be orange juice. You could be the pink lemonade.
I'll be pink lemonade. So go ahead and put me down for that. Can you tell I'm so excited? I'm gonna be pink lemonade. But it's like I said, it's like I'm okay with being a box of nuggets or a box of sweet potato fries, but I'm like, draw the line at pink lemonade.
Well, you could be a box of sweet potato fries, and I could be the drink, and we could go as a whole meal.
Oh yes, because we are the complete package.
All right. Okay.
All right, very good, Ananas, and you know what's up next.
Jian, puppy.
And it's a Labrador puppy, and I'm sold. I don't care about any of the detail. I'm done. Purchased.
Puppy.
So you can buy single colors.
Yes, it's a companion, packs. It's a wanderer, and it's held.
Yep. And it doesn't look like there's a fat pack for all. No, right? It's just you buy them individually. There's no fat pack.
That appears to be the case. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I like that they have so many colors. You have white, blonde, golden, red, chocolate, liver, and black. So I can tell you as a Labrador person that usually you don't see Labradors referred to as blonde, red, or liver. They're always white or yellow, not golden, chocolate or black, usually. Mm-hmm. And my lab is a red lab. And so people are always a little surprised. They always think he's a Vizsla, and he's not. He's a little too stocky to be a Vizsla, but he does look a whole lot like one. So I'm inclined to the red, but I also have had black labs before, and they are the sweetest dogs. So yeah, I'm gonna buy a bunch of these. That's I'm kind of bummed that there's no fat pack, because I would buy it.
Tail.
Oh my goodness, they're the puppies.
And I don't know, do you have your SL sounds on?
Yes, I mean I hear them breathing.
Did you hear their ears making floppy ear noises earlier?
No.
When one of them shook their heads. Yeah.
And he picks up a ball.
Yeah, the other one had a chew toy. Oh, these are so great. These are adorable. Okay.
North Oak.
North Oak, yes.
All right, so we've got a table in some colors, the plant, or the plant littles, the decoration on top.
Plant on, yeah, it's plant on like a cutting board with a teacup. Yeah, teacup. And all right, so
is the lamp part of it? Because I see something on this side.
The lamp is not.
No. Okay, so that's the HUD for color changing the cutting board.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so break down the pricing. I see there's a fat pack, so what's the deal here?
Okay. So, first of all, I just have to say, like, I always really enjoy the detail that North Oak puts into their builds. It's got some good wicker texturing and design stuff going on here. Okay, so, chair... we've got $150 for a single color of chair. We've got $550 for all of chair. We've got $225 for the table decorations.
Okay.
$650 for all the table decorations. And for the table itself, $125. And the fat pack for $450. If you want to get the collection of everything, it's $1250.
So they claim it's 50% off. So sounds like it.
Sounds like it.
And that sounds like a good deal if you like this furniture and want it in a variety of colors. Okay, very good. Any
very nice
comments before the next?
No.
Okay.
Just very nice contemporary furniture.
I agree. Up next we have Yomi. And it looks like it's nails, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So
spooky
precious
nails.
Petals.
Yes.
Well, why do you say they're spooky? Just because they're dark?
I guess they don't have to be spooky.
Yeah.
It's just the picture that they've taken.
Yeah, it gives that spooky feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't necessarily have to be spooky.
No, you can get it in one of the brighter colors to be less spooky.
All right, so individual versus fat pack. pricing?
Individual is $215. Fat pack is $950. Now, I find these kind of interesting because on a lot of nails, it's usually just the nail. Now, these would be wildly impractical in First Life because those flowers would get caught on everything.
Yeah.
And those would be ripped right off. But in Second Life, where such constraints are not a consideration, those are pretty cool.
And I've noticed from reading the writing on the vendor, so it fits Maitreya, Reborn, and Legacy, but it seems like you don't have those color choices to play with like in the picture unless you buy the fat pack. So
good catch.
Yeah, otherwise you buy them single color and then everything is that color. Like I'm looking at the green ones and the flower, everything's green: gem, flower, nail. And you don't get to change those.
You would have to get this in the fat pack.
You would have to, because look at her nails in the picture. Like you could change all those pieces if you had the fat pack and all the colors.
Yeah, they look a little too flat with single color. Yeah.
So those are lovely, but I agree with you with the you've seen what nails I tend to wear, and I don't usually have things with stuff on it. I have a couple, but not excessively. And since I've switched to my Reborn, I actually have been really just enjoying the natural nail on the Reborn body. I haven't done nails yet. But this is lovely. I'm glad that they're doing it for Reborn. It's like I feel like I'm discovering my wardrobe all over again, my inventory, because I've bought so many things, and Reborn has been out for a while, but I just didn't think I could wear it until recently. So now I feel like I have all this stuff that I haven't really tried out. So
yeah, exactly.
Because I was thinking, I know I had made the comment to you where I was like, I need to go out and buy stuff for Reborn, and you're like, I'm pretty sure you have a bunch of stuff for Reborn. You just need to go look for it in your inventory.
Yeah, you just haven't been wearing it. So we didn't like. It's actually kind of the same experience that I'm going through because there's a ton of things
that you already had for Jake.
That I already had for Jake. Like they were for Jian as well. Not all of them, because I have bought a few things that were Jake only, but yeah,
by accident.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, very good. So next we have Little Fox.
Little Fox.
And this is the Clara collection, which is top and panties. And it looks like they fit Legacy, Maitreya, E-Body, and Cupra. So this would fit me.
And they have a little bit of cow print too.
They do, and more than just your pink and black. They have a little blue and a little red.
Yep.
So how does this work? Do you buy the tops and bottoms separate? Do they come together?
Nope.
And then what's...
They come together for $249 for a set, or $12.90 for all of everything.
Okay, put me down for these. I'd like to try it out. Usually not so much for the panties, but like for the tops, because they're a fun top and they're cropped. So, but although, like I said, now with Reborn, I don't know, I could probably get away with some tops that don't have to be cropped. But I'm in SL, I rather like letting the belly hang out as it is, and I think you approve of that and encourage it as well.
I do. I sometimes get a little pouty when you cover it up.
I know. So I know I have to have it exposed, which is funny because like in RL, I always try to keep the belly covered. Not that I'm pregnant in RL, but I do have a belly, so it's like cover it up. But then when I see girls who are like out there rocking it in RL, I'm like, wow, that's some confidence. I applaud you. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, maybe I'll get there. Maybe not. Maybe I'm too old and set in my ways. Got to cover everything up.
No, you'll get there.
All right. Well, very good. I will try some Little Fox when I'm not recording. And next we have Phedora. And these are some platforms, and it looks like it's just for the ladies. I was like, please be Jake, please be Jake. No, it's Trixie, and it's 26 colors. Beliza, Maitreya, E-Body, Inithium, which is Cupra, and Legacy. So yeah, I love a platform, and I won't wear stripper heels, but I will wear some pretty excessive platforms that are, solid platform like this. So please put me down for these because I will get them. And then please tell us how much they cost.
Sure. So these looks like you can only buy the fat pack of, which is fine. For $3.99.
Not bad.
Or if you're special, $3.60.
Oh, if you're in their group?
Which you should
I
be.
Can be.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
you can.
Premium Plus.
Because you can join all the groups.
I think, you know, I've held off on joining Fedora's group because I don't always buy from them, but I'm seeming to buy from them more often than not lately. So
yeah,
yes,
buy from them
I will be joining the group. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Very nice.
Are we ready for the next?
We are.
It's our friend's
Consignment.
All right.
Big fan.
So they have a chair. Is it just the chair? Because there's a lot in there. I think there's more for sale in there, but maybe you'll be able to let me know. Are you gonna sit down? Is that why I hear the leash?
That's what we're doing.
It's like I hear you dropping the leash, and that means you're not gonna pull me around anymore. You're gonna go sit. So, and you look somewhat comfortable holding your drinks and sitting in the lawn furniture.
I think so, yeah.
So what do we got for sale here? Is it just the chairs? Because those wall plates, I like the plates, but I think they sell those in the store.
The wall plates are for sale individually.
Oh. Wow.
They are $25 each.
That's not too bad.
The chairs are for sale for $95 each.
Okay.
The message board,
which is
question mark,
which
it says your message here. It's the big old blackboard.
Okay.
Is $50.
Okay. Oh, it looks like the front grille of a car.
Oh, yeah. The oars are $50.
Okay.
The oars come with the clutter at the bottom. And the feature presentation sign is also $50.
Okay.
Oh, and the on-air sign is $50.
And the penitentiary sign behind you?
And the fish float is $50, and the penitentiary sign.
So there's a lot in here.
There's a lot in here.
So I'm a little bummed with the plate that they don't have like the California like legacy plate, which is the black with the yellow writing. They have an older California plate there. I don't know. Do they have a Florida plate up in there?
I don't see one. But our plates are not that distinct. People tend to get custom plates because ours don't really look like. Oh yeah, there is one.
Where?
It's near the top. It's against the wall. It's green background.
Oh,
white
Sunshine
text.
State. Yep, I see it.
Yeah. I don't see any plates like that ever.
Well, it's an older plate for sure.
It is an older plate for sure.
Yeah. No, I whenever I see Florida plates, they always is it that they have the oranges or the tree or the state shape in the middle or something?
A lot of them have those. Yeah. Then we've got also like a turtles one.
Oh, there's a turtles one.
Yeah, it's like Save the Turtles.
Aww. I thought it was more like I like turtles.
No, like Save the Turtles. Because the sea turtles are a big thing.
Yeah.
There's a manatee one.
Okay.
That I see pretty frequently. Yeah, we have a few.
Okay. You ready to get up from there?
Yeah, I suppose so.
You might as well just jump on a post stand next door because it's going C, and there's 2 post stands. You can leave me right here and go check for yourself. So, are you stuck? You need to be saved? Okay, hang on.
It's okay, I can just jump to the post stand.
Oh, can you? I don't want you to jog it back. There you go. Okay.
Let me see if I can.
Oh,
okay,
yep.
I can get out from here.
But you probably need to put your drinks down so that you can.
Yeah. I just wanted to pull you over.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, so drinks down, pose up.
Oh, what a lovely lady you are.
Yes. 1 second.
See, that makes me want to try them. Do I want to try go and see poses? Can you put me next to you?
Yes. Oh. Okay.
Oh, but then I gotta put my ice cream down again. Hang on, let me cancel. Put my ice cream down. Okay. Are we gonna be synchronized like we've been in the past? Hang on. Okay. So last time I had to count us. So it's like 3, 2, 1, go. See, I remember being a fashion show producer and you do your countdown for your models to switch. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, actually I should be looking and see how this works for me. So it's in my hip and my boob a little bit. So these might be a little close for me, but let's do 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, well, we can. I don't want to do the whole thing. There's like 12 of them in here, so.
The only thing is these appear to be strictly poses, so it's not ones you would use.
Well, they're not.
Yeah, they're not animated.
They're not animated, right? Like the ones I have are animated. The ones from Oh My. But people will still use these as their.
Oh yeah, especially. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's that, and of course people can use them for photography and stuff too.
Absolutely. So how much do these cost? Can you buy them all together? Do you have to buy them?
You can buy 70 each, or you can buy them from the vendor on the back, the big old picture, for 600 for all of them.
Okay, they're not bad. No. Like I said, I'm a little too big of a girl for these, but that's okay. That's fine. But there you go. Go and see. All right, you're gonna help me down?
Yes.
You'll help me down, and I'll get my ice cream back on.
All right.
Add. Okay, here we go. Perfect. I'm ready.
I need to get your drinks out.
Please get my drinks out. I'm very thirsty.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right. Moving along.
Next, we have 22769. 22769. That's, I guess, how they want to be called. And it's a stargazer set. You like stargazing?
I do. I'm getting this. I think that's really nice.
So they don't actually have it rezzed out. It's just pictures.
Yeah.
So I was looking for it. So what are the prices?
You can get the day bed for $315. You can get the telescope for $155. But you may as well get the complete set for $375. Okay.
I think something like this would look really cool, like in our solar punk build.
Absolutely would. Absolutely would. Yeah. I'm a big fan of just like throw down a pallet, throw down some pillows on it, get a blanket, and make it cozy. Yeah. Yeah. So very good. And you're right. I do like telescopes and stargazing. Speaking of stargazing, those NASA photos were amazing.
You know, and I have to be honest and say I did not take a close look at them. I did read about them and I glanced at one, but you know, I'm not as science-y as you are, but I'm not surprised that you spent some time with those images. Yeah. I heard they were very impressive. You got to get the high resolution ones and really zoom in on them. They are some cool stuff. All right. So up next is Tylie. Tylie. And it's pants. Shiny pants. Leather pants. And what are your thoughts? They come individually colored, so and there's a fat pack, so I'm sure you'll tell us all about the prices. Well, I'm gonna get them because I've been enjoying Tylie lately, and I don't think I have leather pants anyway, so you never know when you need to wear some. You never know, because you know I will take you to things that have a theme, and then you might need leather pants. Yeah. I have like leather jackets, so I could throw these on with some leather jacket. Absolutely. So they are $199 for a single color, or $8.99 for everything. I don't think I've ever worn leather pants in First Life. Okay. It seems like they would be really hot. Yeah. But they are really neat. I've worn like faux leather, and you're right. It does get very hot and sweaty, and they're not my favorite. And I've not like kept a pair of leather pants in my real life inventory. So
Yeah.
Yeah. But in SL, you can wear leather all day long and not get hot and sweaty. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yep.
I just like to think about stuff sometimes.
I know you do.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been enjoying exploring Tylie. I've picked up a few things from their store since switching over to the Jake.
Yeah. And you've been looking good in it.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Up next, we have lock&tuft.
Paint
Shelves.
Paint shelves.
So it's
this is clever.
An art piece.
This is very clever.
Yeah. So you've got paint coming out, and it's a shelf. And they're very careful to say that the tchotchkes don't come with it. It's just the paint bucket and the shelf that results from the falling paint.
Right.
So you have it in different colors. Do you buy them individually, all together? What's the deal?
You buy them individually. They are $123 each.
Okay.
I don't see a way to get all of them together. So you buy the color you want, and that's your lot in life.
All right. Very good. So we ready?
All right. Yeah, I'm going to actually pick up the pink paint can pouring out the white paint.
Pink paint can pouring out. Yeah. Okay. Because it looks like milk, and it's even called milk.
It is.
I'm not surprised you targeted that one.
No.
The milk bucket.
The milk bucket.
Okay. Up
Very
next.
Interesting.
This one is Ghoul, I believe. Ghoul 2017.
Yeah. Ghoul, yes.
And it's the Baraka top.
Baraka. Yeah. So this is rigged for Legacy Perky Maitreya E-Body.
Right.
And it is a sheer PVC sort of looking top.
Yeah, but definitely looks like it.
Top comes in 4 versions. So it looks like you can have different levels of coverage. Like you can see one has like, I want to say there are like palm fronds coming out to cover her bits.
Yep.
Yeah. So they probably have different versions of that sort of coverage, and they might even have like an opaque version that they're not showing.
Yeah, well, if on the sign, I was reading the sign, and it's actually quite humorous. So the shirt is in 4 sizes and 4 versions. So you have plain, pattern, leaves, and leaves plus pattern. And then the little paragraph goes, this top comes in 4 versions and is HUD driven. Yes, you read that right. You can go full naughty or hide your evil woman parts with the leafed versions. My fellow boob havers, no regrets. This top shows as much as you are willing to present.
Nice.
I love it. So,
I love that.
Yeah. So I don't know. Put me down for this because I like a fun read.
All right.
I didn't think I'd go for this, but like I said, that little blurb there, I was like, yeah, that's right. I love the sense of humor, and that just that adds to it for me. So I'll probably pick up a color, one of these,
perfect, and
try that out because it looks like a fun top.
Yeah. So you will pick up a color for. Come on, is SL glitching out on me?
Should I check?
You might have to.
All right, let's see.
My SL's gone unresponsive.
$289 for a single color, or the fat pack is $1,890.
Nice.
All right. Yep. I'm gonna swing back for one of these. I probably could have bought it right then, but I already turned my interface off. So.
All right.
But yeah, I usually do a swing back when we're all done.
Okay. Do you want to fade us for a moment?
I sure can. All right. You are functional again.
I am.
And now we're at Cosmic Dust. Well, we're at their vendor.
Cosmic Dust, yes.
Okay, this looks tasty to me. I am a mango lover, so any kind of mango concoction, I'm all about it. So
mango lassi yogurt drink. I would drink that.
Made in a galaxy near you. That's fun.
Yes.
So how much does it cost now that you can see?
It costs $150.
And they have fat pack, but I'm confused. They're only showing one picture.
Yeah, the fat pack appears to also be $150 for the same drink.
Yeah.
Technically, it is a fat pack because you're getting all of the variations. It's just that there's only one variation. So
okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna buy it either way because I love mango and I love a drink, and so
I do too. I got it. Because yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Cosmic Dust.
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready for the next?
Yeah, we're at Salem.
Salem. And you know I love Salem. Salem's going to be one of my new favorite places because that's where I met Vera, who got me into this shape.
Yes, exactly.
So this is gloves.
These are gloves.
Yeah.
That's not something I see very often.
Legacy, Maitreya, Cupra, and Reborn. And they're individual or fat pack. And then what's the fat pack exclusive? Like a worn version?
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of worn, beat up, sort of.
Okay, so
it looks like the vendor shows off. Oh,
the worn.
Don't too closely, but yeah.
Oh right, nips, but she's covered. She's covered.
Yeah.
It just it almost doesn't look like she is, but she is. Okay, but I'll pull back anyway because YouTube. So what are we talking in terms of the fat pack versus individual colors?
So it's $250 for an individual color. It's $2,000 for all of the colors plus the fat pack exclusive worn versions.
So if you're a girl who's been looking for some gloves, this is for you because you really don't see gloves that often.
You don't, and I like them. So this is Legacy Maitreya Cupra Reborn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't know if I would get these for me. I mean, I know gloves are unique. I feel these days, but I'm not a glove wearer. So, but
okay.
if you are, here you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Up next, this is Breathe. And they have a sandal, like a rope-looking sandal that fits Maitreya, Legacy, Slink, Cupra, and E-Body.
I have a bias.
Okay, you seem thoughtful, so please, what's going on?
I've worn shoes with that sort of material for the straps, like sandals, and they hurt.
I knew you were gonna say that. Well, it's rope.
Yeah, it's rope.
Uh-huh.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's not a consideration in SL, but just looking at them kind of makes my toes curl.
So I probably won't buy them because I don't want you to look at my feet and have like a repulsed reaction. I want you to look at me with desire, not with oh damn, your feet are gonna hurt after those rope platforms.
But I mean, I hate saying that because they are very lovely. Like, they're super well made, I can tell, and they're very nice. So I don't want to like sound like I'm knocking it. It's just it's associated with a weird memory for me.
I can understand that. But did we already break down price?
No, not at all.
Okay, because we were reliving your memory, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So individual versus fat pack.
So individual versus mini pack versus fat pack. So individual, we have $250.
Okay.
And then the mini packs, you get 3 colors, and the mini packs are $400.
Oh, okay.
And the fat packs are all colors for $1,500.
Okay. If you like a rope platform and you don't have weird memories like Tour does of rope shoes, then this is the shoe for you.
It's a really super lovely shoe.
Yeah, I was leaning toward getting it until you told me about your memory, and I was like, I don't need you reliving that every time you see me.
Oh gosh.
So it's all good. It's a nice, very nice shoe. I'm sure that there are a lot of people out there that would enjoy that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't mean to for you, but
no, you're fine. Yeah. You're fine. All right.
All right.
Cinoe. All right.
It's food.
Okay. Is this food you can serve me? Because the last time it was. Okay. So this is 3, 2, 1. Oh, I see. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Bento animation. It's an edible. It supports Avsitter. So.
So it uses a V-sitter for attaching food to you.
Gotcha.
Is what it's suggesting.
So
there.
It's a shepherd's pie, butterbeer, and fish and chips.
So here's the important question. So what? It's 3, 2, 1. So the question that I have for you is, which of these would you start with?
Is there a right answer?
Followed by what? I mean, no.
Okay, if it's 3, 2, 1, I mean, I see that the fish and chips is 3 things on a plate. 2 is the drinks, and 1 is the shepherd's pie. But that's not the way that I would eat it, maybe. Well, maybe, because you can have the fish and chips as like an appetizer, but then you would drink the beer with the appetizer and with the shepherd's pie. Okay, yeah. That's fair. That's what I would do. How about you, since you're asking such a pointed, specific question?
Well, I found the name interesting.
Yeah.
So, I would probably start off with the appetizer and then start in on the drink and use the rest of the drink with the shepherd's pie as well. Yeah. So I would also follow that same pattern.
So we have similar eating habits.
We do. And it follows the numbering as well.
Yes.
Like you said, 3 items on the one, then 2, then 1. Yeah. Yeah.
We're just that compatible.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Very good. So up next, we have Nomad.
Oh, no. Hold on.
No?
Hold on. So
individual
food items.
So you got me all distracted talking about what order we eat it in. Okay. Individual items, yes.
So the fish and chips is $2.60. The butterbeer is $2.30. The shepherd's pie is $1.80, or you can get all of it and have your full 3-course thing for $6.20.
Very good.
And you should have all of it.
Of course. If tour has anything to say with it. All right.
You know it.
Nomad.
All right.
We have
Nomad.
Jock Mock. Am I reading that right?
Jock Mock.
Shock Mock. It's a furniture set. So it's a bento bed and 1 land impact furniture without door functions, and one has 4 land impact with doors. Okay.
1 to 4 land impact, I think.
Oh. Okay, so if you have a door function, it's 1 to 4 land impact, and if you don't have door function, it's 1
land impact. Yeah.
Okay. So
do you want me to go up to look at it?
Do you want to look at it? It's your call.
Well, I will. I don't think that I would buy it, but
no, I
for
don't think
completeness sake, we'll
All right,
go.
I'm on you. I got my camera locked. Go ahead.
And I'll jump on the bed.
Okay, gotta put your drinks down.
Oh, yeah, good call. I don't need to spill those all over the drink.
All over the bed.
All over the bed. Yeah. Okay, so we got. So the doors do work.
That's cool. You can put stuff in there.
Yeah.
They open kind of funny into each other right there, but
they do. Yeah, they have some issues if you open them. You're not supposed to open them that close to each other, so don't do what I just did. That's
Does that? Oh, they even low. They open. I was about to ask you if they opened on the little one.
Yeah. So this is why I think it's 1 to 4 land impact, because like this one by the side of the bed is 1 land impact, and it does also open the nightstand. So yeah.
And what about the wardrobe over there on the other side?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Fully opens. Yeah.
And so what are the bed animations like? You got PG or adult?
So.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Second.
And you're looking at Nomad on the marketplace.
Of course.
I love that. Good job, Nomad.
That's very clever. Yeah. Let's see. So we have kickback. Dead.
You need a pillow or something behind you for now.
Yeah.
Oh,
reading
a book. Could be watching TV or something, giving birth. Reading again. Although it looked like you were tickling the book, honestly.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like that. So those are all the male animations.
Okay.
Single. There are cuddles and adult animations as well. So yeah.
Okay.
Well animated bed.
It is.
It's not my style of bed,
but it's nice. If you're looking for a bed, and some furniture to go with it, it's a nice little set.
It is.
With opening doors.
Yeah, I do like the opening doors. Those are cool. And the thoroughness of that is very good.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, you're gonna TP back down. Hopefully it brings you right back to me.
Gonna try it. Boop.
And did it? I'm right there. It sure did. Hi.
Woo.
Woo.
Good demo.
All right. You ready? Next is Heaux.
Did I tell the prices of that? I don't think I did.
I don't think you did. Is it for the whole set altogether?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can only get it in the whole set. PG is $350 and adult is $550.
Okay.
And now we're on Ceres, yes.
Heaux.
And this is a skin.
It's Heaux. It's Heaux.
Heaux.
Yeah.
It's Heaux.
And Ceres is the name of the skin, and then is it velour colors? No? It's their colors. Right?
It's their colors.
Right.
Well, no. It's velour colors.
Oh, is it?
It's all velour colors.
All velour colors. Okay, so they have a face designed for velour skin colors. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. All right,
and
so
you can get one velour color for $7.99. You can get all the velour colors for $4,310. And yeah.
Okay.
So
Lovely
that
skin.
is a very
the Luca Evo X.
porcelain soft sort of skin.
It is. Okay, very nice. You ready for
nice
the
job,
next?
Heaux. Yes.
Tentacio.
Tentacio.
They got a cute little water bottle holder with some flowers. And
yes.
How much does that cost?
I am distracted by the filthy disembodied hand that they have, and I want to know where that. Oh, it's a
what?
Okay.
It's just like a mannequin hand.
No, I know it's a mannequin hand, but I thought I was curious, like if they make this or if someone else makes this, and they make this.
Okay.
And I kind of want it, but that's not for sale.
Wait. Why do you want this?
I don't know.
Is it just because you're fascinated?
Kind of. I might still be thinking of the hands from Seven Emporium earlier. I don't know, but anyway.
Maybe you have a thing for hands.
Maybe. Manos. So
wait, are you trying to talk Spanish to me?
I'm trying.
Okay.
You
Manos.
can get this.
Oh, sorry.
Mano.
Solamente un mano. No los dos. Solamente una. Es lo más que necesitas. Go ahead. Why does the Espanol make you laugh so hard?
It's not the Espanol, it's your tone.
Do I have a different tone when I habla en Espanol?
No, it's when you're sassing me. You're sassing me in Spanish.
I need to do it more often if it's going to get this kind of reaction.
Oh my god. Okay. Bottle is $1.99. You get all the colors. It's 8 colors a bottle. It's good. If you need a bottle with some flowers.
Yeah. And of course, when you're walking around swinging your water bottle, you need a little fistful of flowers.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You can carry it in your hand, or you can get a mannequin to hold it for you.
This just needs to be like a piece of art in our house. We just need to get the mano from Tentacio with this little. Yeah, we need to go to Tentacio to see if they sell the hand outright, and if not, you need to send a note card to the creator behind Tentacio and be like, "Please sell me your hand." Perfect.
Okay.
After all that, maybe we should put me down for that. Then I can walk around with it and make you think of the Tentacio mano.
I'll put you down as a maybe then.
All right. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Up next, Glam Affair. And they have a skin for Lelutka called Helena. And they have it in their own skin colors, and they have it in velour.
Of course.
I don't get velour. I really don't. I went to the store one time to figure it out by myself, and I'm looking around going, I don't get it. It's just a skin store. Why is everyone making velour colors? Why? I don't understand. Yeah. But I think it goes back to like what you said. Maybe the velour creator is like everybody's friend.
Yeah.
In the skin maker community, whoever velour is like everybody's bestie, and they want to make their skins in velour's skin tones.
Yeah, it's either that or they were extremely generous with like the creator pack palette thing or whatever it is.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Some creators, I feel, shoot themselves in the foot by putting in all these hurdles to getting a creator kit to like start making things compatible with you, and you have to like pay to get on it and stuff, and like I understand that in theory, but in practice I feel like it just limits who might jump on that. It's hard to say. I don't know.
Well, did you already break down the pricing?
Not at all.
Okay, let's do that.
$7.99 for a skin, and that's your only options.
Okay.
You don't get all the skins.
There's a fat pack there?
There's not.
Oh, there's a demo on the end. Okay.
There's a demo.
All right. Well, there you go. Lovely skin.
Yes.
If you're looking for a skin. Okay. All right. I'm going to tell you this is wrong. It took me a minute to figure out what the fuck I was looking at. Like, I guess, before we had to take a break and I was making a list and I was looking at this really, really hard going, is it a tattoo? Because that's what I'm used to with This Is Wrong. Is it some kind of skin something or other? Right? Well. It's the eyes.
The eyes, yeah.
Which I think is cool.
Glyph eyes. They're zodiac.
Yeah. So I'm looking all over, like if you could see, if you were standing over my shoulder in real life and you could see me camming this picture, to be like, is it her ears? Is it the collar? Is it the strap on the dude's nose? Like, what am I looking for? It took me a solid minute, but it's the eyes. So it's these glowy bits on the eyes.
Right.
Which is really cool. So,
it is.
And it looks like you can wear it over any eye. So it's just the glowy bit.
I suspect it's like a transparent.
Yeah, because look, he's got a black eye and she's got normal eyes.
Yes.
And you just have your glowy zodiac sign.
Well, I don't know when I would ever wear this, but I'm going to get my Babylonian goatfish eyes.
Babylonian goatfish.
That's right.
And then mine's just a bull. So, you just buy them individually, right?
You buy them individually. It's $1.99 for a sign, and you get all the colors of that sign. Yeah,
so that's what that little HUD is. So depending on your eye color, you can make it really pop or what have you. So
yes,
put me down for this too, especially if you're getting it, because if we're going to cyber it up and do zodiac eyes, then we're matchy like that.
Very good.
Which is funny because I'm gonna reference Pylia for a second because I watch all of her videos. And I don't mind giving her a shout out because she's given us a shout out. Hi, Pylia. I watched one of her videos where she was just like, I don't know about matchy. It's just like, I think she was just going off on one of these outfits that was matchy and like how she wasn't into it. And I'm like thinking, we're totally into it. One of these days we should totally match exactly and then go hang out with Pylia. Be like, hi, Pylia. And she's going to be like, what the fuck? Okay. So I just had to mention that because it stood out to me in her video and she was going off on matchy and how she's not into it. But I'm like, we are the king and queen of matchy and it's all Tour's fault. I blame you.
That's fine.
Because I never set out to do that and then you did and then now it's a thing. Now I'll match you. So.
Well, see, I just wanted to make sure that I could stand up alongside a modeling queen and not make you look bad.
Yeah, you did a good job. You really rose to the challenge. It didn't take me long to instruct you in the ways of the model. You just took to it like a fish to water, and you're a natural. You should have been
like a Babylonian goatfish to water.
Exactly. I would have said that had I remembered what the phrase was. But I knew you would have my back and fill me in. So yes.
Yeah.
Babylonian goatfish to water. Exactly.
Perfect.
Okay. So,
all right.
We're off to the next, which is Rawr. Rawr. Okay.
Ears.
Evo X. They're Evo X earrings.
Yeah.
I thought, I see things like this and I'm like, oh, it's an attachment for a swallow. And it's not.
And they have your cow version
They
as well.
have cow version. And I'm really feeling this. Put me down for this. Yeah.
All right.
Because I kind of like the ones from, what's the the store I'm thinking of. The
Dawn Viper?
Mr. Dawn Viper, his store.
Yeah. Yeah.
Valkyr, right?
Yeah.
And
Valkyr, yeah.
Yeah, and he has that whole set with the like tentacles and octopus, whatever, it's like somebody's name.
Cthulhu's
Cthulhu,
daughter.
right? Of course, yeah, I knew you'd remember. And so this reminds me of those, but those I thought were made for the swallow ear, and I don't wear the swallow ear, or I would have bought them.
Right.
But since this is for the Evo X cow ear, and just for anyone watching, I know it's an elf. I know it's an elf ear. But if this is like your first video with us, you're gonna be like, why is she calling it a cow ear? Because we're farmers and we're cows.
Moo.
So, and it's a cow ear. So, so I really like this design. I like how it's kind of like that Cthulhu, but not. And it's just a really interesting design. So sign me up.
You are signed up.
Excellent. So please tell me how much it costs.
Oh yeah. So it's $249 for one of these earrings.
$249. There you go. So the human or the cow, they come separate.
Yes.
So
they do come separate.
Yes.
And you get all these pretty colors.
Yeah. Seems like a really fun design.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Very good. Up next, Amias. How would you say that? Amias?
Amias.
Amias. And it's... Okay, so when I first saw this, I figured I kind of get what they're doing, but I just want... What's your take on this? What do you think?
Looks like an oversized shirt.
Mm-hmm. But why does it say what it does?
Choose.
I just wasn't sure if they were trying to make a political statement. That's all. Just like, why would it say choose?
Huh.
So that's why I was just trying to read into what the message is behind the design.
Now I'm curious as well.
Because otherwise, were you just looking at it as a shirt, an oversized shirt that said choose?
Well, so actually, I was trying to decide whether that said choose or chase, which I was struggling with for a little bit, but settled on choose. And yeah, I'm now very curious what the message is there as well.
My first take was political because it's choose, but that's like a toggle switch for like on and off.
Yeah.
Right? So you have the right to choose or you don't. And so that's the way I took it, which I was like, all right. So I wasn't sure if that was the intention of the designer, but that's the way I took it. And there's no problem.
So that's an interesting message. And
Yeah. And also the dress, the way I read that, the name of the dress is Toma, which means take in Spanish. Like toma, take. And so, so I don't know if I'm just reading into this too much, but I just was curious on your take.
Like, once art has been released into the world, there is the death of the artist. It is now in the audience's interpretation. If you're reading that is a totally valid interpretation. And I think that's a very interesting one, especially with the context of Toma, take. Yeah.
So, sorry to go deep all of a sudden, but it's rigged for Maitreya and Legacy, so it's not for Reborn, which is fine. It comes in all these different colors, and is there a fat pack?
There is at the very bottom.
Okay, so how much does it cost individually, and how much for the fat pack?
$175 individually. It's $950 for the fat pack.
Okay, very good. Very interesting. I was intrigued. That's why I had to ask you what your take was on this.
Absolutely. Yeah. And not to leave it merely implied, but to just stated outright. Yeah, we believe in the right to choose. So
yeah, no, I mean, again, I would think anybody who's watched us for any length of time would know that about us.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, that's because we think that way. When I saw that, that's what came to mind.
Yeah.
All right, so we're about to do the inside track now.
Yeah, we are.
Because here we are walking around.
Yeah, we're doing the walk around.
Yep.
And yes, I know I could just cross and go around the other direction.
No,
but...
and I know that because when I did the list while you were gone, I did this exact pattern because I know this is the way you walk.
You know it's the circuit.
Yep. All right, so we have Ladybird and we have some nails. And it's Bellini nails. They're medium length, almond. They're rigged for Maitreya, Reborn, Legacy, male and female. I got excited for a second and I remembered your word, Jake. And there's 18 nail textures and you can mix and match. So this is really nice. Put me down for this. I am all about these patterns and that you can mix and match like that. And I like the pastels. They're very summery. And yeah, I'm all about it. Please put me down for these.
Sure. Yeah.
So please tell me how much they are.
So...
just one price, it looks like.
Yeah, one price. You get all of it for $3.75.
Okay, very good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and it's funny because I know with the brand Ladybird has been part of the Flifty before. But on the sign they have like quirky. So I'm wondering is this their quirky line? Quirky line of nails. These are the Bellini nails from the Quirky collection.
Maybe.
But I enjoy it, so
yeah,
I'm all about the quirk.
Yeah, it's very cool. It actually kind of surprised me that you're about this because normally you seem to like when you have more options with nails.
But these have options.
Style. I mean, for the
length.
For the length, yeah.
Yes. Well, you're not always present when I buy nails. And at Emery is probably my most favorite one. And I will buy sets of hers that are just oval, which are short. Because sometimes I'm not all about, your like ghetto fabulous long claws, So although I am about those at times. But I just I'm enjoying the simplicity of these in a more modest length. And the different patterns and colors. So that's why it speaks to me. But I am a collector of nails in various sizes and styles.
That is true.
Yeah, you just tend to see me with longer nails typically, but yeah.
I love these though. Yeah. So I'm glad you're getting them.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Up next, we have Pixicat. And they are bringing a dress to the 50. And it's Maitreya, Legacy, Hourglass, Freya, and Reborn. So I would probably get this because, I feel like I need to buy things for my Reborn, but I might need to slow my roll and be like, you probably have a dress in there that will fit your Reborn.
It's a nice dress, though.
It is. I'm looking at the patterns to see which one. I like the floral. I like a delicate floral print. So that one speaks to me, and...
You don't want the gingham?
For a minute, I was seriously considering it, and then I was like, oh, right. We had a whole dialogue about this. It's like, do I want to be a picnic blanket? You know what? I probably will buy this fucking gingham so that I will be a picnic blanket and it will contour to my body perfectly because I'm wearing a Reborn. So put me down for the gingham and the flower pattern.
Yeah.
Oh, you are such a... Now who's sassing who, huh?
Look, sometimes I gotta sass you.
Yeah, you do. All right.
These are $270 for a single dress. It's only $1,200 for all of it.
There's some nice texturing.
They do have some very nice texturing. And it looks like they get good use out of some of the material options as well to make shininess occur on some of them and not occur on others. So very well done.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
All right,
we're ready to look at the next.
Joy.
Soy.
Or soy.
Fashion furniture. They're the ones that like to wrap their shit in aluminum foil.
Soy, yes.
Soy. So this looks like a classic set, like almost like it's from the 60s or something. So MCM low cabinet, MCM cupboards, and what is this lamp called? MCM cone-shaped floor lamp. To me, it seems very mod. You know, like 60s mod.
Yeah.
So, but I like it. I mean, you're playing with the doors because I'm watching all these things slide around. It's like they're possessed.
Yeah, I'm just quite happy that they actually work.
Yeah. So what do you think about this? Would you pick it up? Could we work this into our solar punk at some point?
We could try.
Because it seems like we might be able to, but...
So, yeah, I think we could. The main way I think we could is the glass areas would work very well for like tiny indoor greenhouses.
Right? That's what I was thinking. Little plants in there.
Yeah.
And even have like maybe some mithril plants that hang and like drape down over.
Yeah.
Over the top. So.
All right. So I can pick some of this up. I think I'll skip
the lamp.
These lamps though.
Although you are a collector of lamps, you just don't think you're going to need any mod styled cone lamps?
No, I don't think I do.
Yeah, and especially if we're shopping more like solar punk, way.
Yeah. Okay, so the low cabinet and the lamps are $120 for either of those.
Okay.
The cupboard set is $200.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
All right. So next, is it Renie? Is that how you would say that? Renie?
I think so.
Okay. And we have a bikini. Yeah. Ellie bikini. And it fits Reborn. Oh, plus Mounds. Legacy and Maitreya. And looks like that's it. And you've, I guess in each one, in each color, you have the HUD with the patterns on it.
Okay.
So, all right. So how much does it cost individually and how much for the fat pack?
Individually?
Individually, it costs a yawn.
Yes.
And for a fat pack, it's 2 yawns.
Individually is $350.
Uh-huh.
The fat pack is $17.50.
Okay. And just as a clarifying statement, Renie, his yawns don't mean your item is boring. He is just tired.
Yes, I am. No, this is very fun, and I actually really like the idea of like they're selling single color but being able to go through patterns.
Yeah.
That's a very good way of selling it.
Yeah, especially if all you want is a single color, and having those patterns on the single color is nice to be able to go about it that way.
Right. And because a lot of times when there's a pattern sold, it's like just that pattern, but it's in the fat pack, but a lot of times patterns end up just being like one color of that pattern.
True.
So this being able to split them out like that is pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Moving on,
we have Elikatira. Elikatira, Box O'Hare. Okay, so it looks like we have an updo Martine, and it's however many colors, like a whole bunch of colors. Where is 208? That's what it is. I was like, I know it's around here somewhere. 208 colors, and for 300 linen because it says it on the box. So if you're looking for an updo, there you go. For me, this updo is a bit smooth and straight. So not for me, but a lovely hair. Great price for a lot of colors.
Yeah, it's a very elegant one.
It is.
So nice job, Elikatira.
Okay. Now.
And you already got the price for it, so yes.
Now, before you say who's next, when I looked over here, it took me a minute. Can you believe who this is? See, it's taking you a minute too. Who is it?
CandyDoll.
Can you believe it?
Huh.
So I'm wondering, I was like, now I know we're no one, but did they get some feedback on their all white backgrounds? Because literally it took me a minute to figure out who this was. Like I would have known if it was just the white like they do, but they've colored it and I like it. It's so much easier on my eyeballs.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they've done anything in their storefront, but yes.
Now it makes us want to go check, right? Let's after this, let's run over to CandyDoll and see if their store has different colors.
But but put on sunglasses just
right.
in case.
Just like last time. That was funny. It's either sunglasses or a flashlight, you know?
Yeah.
So, but not with CandyDoll. It's always sunglasses. All right. So we have Callan. Is that how you would say that? Colin?
Colin. Yeah.
Okay, and interestingly enough, the panties are not them because it says wearing a moire pant. Oh, maybe it is them, but a different. You have to buy them separately, maybe.
Probably.
So that's probably their panty, but it's called a moire, and the dress is Callan. Callan, yeah. And then it looks like it's made for some of those juicy boobs. So you've got E-Body Legacy Maitreya with Perky and Petite in the mix. But the way that they've got the picture, it looks like those are juicy boobs.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so then we've got the colors at the bottom.
$249 for a single color. You can get all of the colors for $14.55.
Okay, you've got a sexy little lace number that I'm wondering, because remember when we were at the store for Fliff, they had one that it looked like it had a naughty version and a straight version. I wonder if they have one where the arms, like both arm straps are up, but they probably don't because there's no naughty here. Everything's covered.
Not in the demo.
No, just the one. Okay. And the panties, are they in the demo or no?
They are not in the demo.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to go to the store for those.
You have to get the panties separate.
There's no panty here, so beware when you buy. If you're expecting a panty.
If you're wearing something like that around, panties aren't staying on long in anyway. So
that would be true. All right, are we ready for the next one?
We are.
And it's Rosary. Okay, I saw this when I was making the list, and I'm like, put me down for this.
All right.
Because this is a fun dress. It fits Lara, Legacy, Perky, all included, Reborn, and Cupra. And with the way things are deforming on me right now, I think this is going to deform real nice on my E-Body. So,
I think so.
You've got individual colors in a fat pack, so please tell us the prices.
This is a fun dress.
It is.
I'm just admiring it. So this is
just imagine it on me.
I am. $275 for a single color and $2,000 for all of the color.
Okay, put me down for this. I'll decide if I want a single or all of it, but definitely getting a single at a minimum, but we'll see what my mood is when I swing back by here.
Yeah, this is a fun one.
Yeah,
I look forward to seeing it on you.
I look forward to showing you.
Yes.
All right, up next, Le Fil Casse or Casse. I see the little accent, so it has to be Casse. Le Fil Casse, and it looks like a little lace apron, but it's a dress, I think. Fiori.
You're calling it a dress, yes.
It looks like an apron to me, but Maitreya, so it fits their petite version, Legacy with Perky, E-Body, and there's a fat pack that has 24 full color HUD, and then the single colors have 24 color options, so you probably some kind of accent. All right, so single versus fat pack, how much?
Single is $259. Fat pack is $15.99.
Okay.
And you already ran through the bodies it fits, right? Okay.
And I'm looking in the picture, it almost looks like she's got some soft thighs on in there based on what I think it looks like that, but
I think you're correct. Yeah,
it's a sexy
really
combination.
Enjoying the soft thigh.
Yeah, and I picked up the soft arms the other day, and I really like those.
Yeah, you were wearing those out. That was fun.
Yep. All right, so I'm not in the market for a tiny lace apron dress, so pass on that. Crate. And we've got this little sitting area
with little snacks.
So what are all these crate plates at the bottom? What is that? Those little discs. Is that decoration? Is it all the separate items for sale?
Why are these here and why are they different prices?
It's got to be all the separate items. So it's probably the pillows and the snacks and the little baskets and probably that.
Yeah, they are. It's just a little awkward to figure out which one is which.
Yeah, you have to actually kind of sort of buy it or start to before you realize what it is, right? Or does the hover text tell you? When you hover over it.
I have my hover text turned off.
Oh, I always have that on.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway. I can get the breakdown because, okay, so going from left to right. The empanadas and basket is the leftmost plate, and it is 125.
Okay.
Followed by the tent full set, which I assume is the actual full set and comes with everything. Adult version for $3.99. The PG version is next for $2.99. The next is just the tent set itself adult for $2.50. And the next is the tent set itself for PG. So I guess the only thing the Fat Pack is adding is the empanadas. But why would you want this without a bunch of empanadas to stuff in your face? That seems sad. But yeah, the PG tent only is $1.99.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Very good. So I'm picking up, tent adult plus empanadas.
Of course.
Yeah.
Empanadas are yummy.
Yeah, they are. Nice job. Great.
Next we have, is it Seyo? Is that what you would?
Seyo sounds right.
Seyo Home Design and Decor. And this is the Batten Wall Panel Collection. So it's one price.
Yeah.
And you get all those colors? Because I only see $1 sign, so.
Yeah, it's one, and you get all of it for $700.
Okay. And so you're gonna get that?
I'm definitely getting that.
Could it work into our solar punk somehow?
Maybe.
Okay.
But either way, it can definitely be used in various ways. So, like one, just as kind of a example, one weird trick you could do if you, you can color them.
I'm pressing the buttons.
Yes.
I want it to be CandyDoll. There we go.
But like the slats on the right there, you could just throw those actually on the wall of a building and make it look like there's blinds. Even if there's not an actual window there. You could arrange these into like a like 245-degree angles, do 3 panels, and have like a little photo corner booth backdrop thing. Yeah, I can see a lot of uses for these.
I'm enjoying the colors that they're in.
They are nice colors, very rich coloring.
Yeah. Okay, I will leave it alone now. All right. So are we rounding the corner?
Rounding the corner, passing by the cacti and the Joshua trees.
I'm used to that, trust me.
I know.
We have our final stores here on this side.
Apple Blossom.
Apple Blossom.
Yes.
What do they have for us today? It looks like
they
a top
have
and a skirt.
Yep, tied top and a little skirt.
Is it called Chobs?
Chobs.
Chobs. All right.
Chobs top and Chobs skirt.
And I'm always trying to be careful with tops that have words on them because my boobs eat the letters, and it's just like that shirt would just say me, M-I.
Yeah. Oh, they have a Cabrona shirt with a crown on it.
What? Well, remember, this was the one that had Cabrona on her shirt before.
Oh, yeah.
And so, but this one would probably just say Caona, because the rest would be in my cleavage. But, yeah, this is fun. But yeah, this is where we got the Cabrona, Chingona stuff from last time.
Oh, yeah, true.
And I keep trying to put those shorts on, and they still don't work with soft thighs. They're supposed to, but they still have poke through, and there's nothing I can do to get it to stop. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I might want to take it up with the creator and be like, "What am I doing wrong here? Please tell me." So
yeah, might want to.
Yeah, because those workout shorts are fun with the soft thighs. Like it just looks like I'm squeezing my fat ass into workout shorts that fit me like 40 pounds ago. So anyway. So how much for an individual top? How much for an individual skirt? And I'm assuming that I only see one Fat Pack sign, so I'm assuming that means everything. All the
An
things.
individual top is $125.
Okay.
an individual skirt is $250. And the fat pack, which I believe is everything, is $19.50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So I don't know, because like I said, the shirt tended to sink into my cleavage. So maybe put a maybe and I'll try a demo when I circle back.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Okay. Very good.
Okay. So next is Cry Bun Bun.
And they've been my favorite place lately because I got a romper from there and I've got my soft armbands from there. And yeah, I've been enjoying some Cry Bun Bun.
And this one looks fun too.
It's fun. And I'm wondering about the belt though, because, you know, I tend to not wear belts because they end up looking deformed. But now that I'm in a reborn,
it's worth trying.
I'll try the demo.
It's worth at least demoing, yeah.
Yeah. So that looks like a fun little fluffy, like satiny romper.
Yeah, I'll put you down to demo.
Yeah.
And these are $275 for a Gib Love romper.
Gib Love. How funny.
Gib Love.
Gib Love.
And the fat pack is $19.50.
All right. Very good. I'm gonna try these out.
If it does work, I think that your butt's gonna look amazing in that.
Well, you know, it's hard to go wrong with your butt in a reborn.
That's true.
So, you know, the butts are just amazing, even if they're branded and covered in cellulite.
That's true.
Yeah. I got my Blanche brand on. I figured if I was going to have my ass cheek hanging out, I need something back there. Like
absolutely.
Like my brand. So. All right. So next, fancy decor.
Fancy decor.
What do we got going on here today?
Looks
espresso machine.
Yeah. Espresso machine.
It serves 3 different drinks and it's available in 6 colors and it includes a bag of beans and a latte. So what do we, and it looks like it says buy. So it says
different colors.
It's the colors, right? It's the 6 colors because the other things are included. So,
right.
So those are cute.
You get all the things except for the espresso maker is the only thing you pick color of. It's $200 for a single espresso machine. Or you can take 6 espresso machines home for $850 and just chug all the coffee.
That's right. You know what? Speaking of coffee, I feel like I should get one. Yeah. I've been showering her with housewarming presents because every time I log in, I go visit her in Unity, and it's been fun. I just walk over from our retreat to her place, and I might want to like gift her a little espresso machine.
Okay, I noted potential coffee gift.
Yeah. And you know, I know we were talking about Jian earlier, and my real life Red Lab is now over here looking at me with his food time eyes. But I'm telling him we're almost done. He will survive another 20 minutes maybe. And he's like, come on, hurry up. It's food time.
Yeah.
But up next is our friend, Velour. Everybody's friend, Velour.
Yes, everybody's friend, Velour.
Yes, so we've got a skin here, Leluca Evo X skin called, I would say Serena, but Serena probably for all the English-speaking folks. And then you've got all their skin tones, and and it looks like you got some lipstick too. So, what are the prices?
Okay, so for the skins, it's $7.99, or it looks like it's $19.99 for the fat pack.
Okay.
And for the lips,
Mari lipstick.
Yes, so you can get that as either HD appliers or Evo X Balm, and it's $2.99 either way.
And I think I'm finally realizing when they say Evo X Balm, that means no HUD, because it means tattoo layer.
Because you get the tattoo layer.
And that's where I get messed up, because as you and I know, and anyone who wears a bunch of tattoo layers, sometimes when you log into SL, your tattoo layers are not in the right order. And you have to spend some time resetting yourself. So I love a HUD, and Lulu B would know this, and you know this. I love a HUD because I'm lazy. So I would go for the HUD option. But if you like tattoo layers, then they've got you covered as well. And you already said the prices for this?
I did, yes.
Okay. All right. Very good. So up next, we have Havoc.
Havoc.
And they have a really long, straight dress. Is it boobs out? No, it's straps. So, well, it's not really straps. It's just like barely a top.
Have we seen Havoc before?
Maybe.
Maybe.
So this is the Monroe set, spelled differently, Monroe. And if it's Legacy, Maitreya, Hourglass, Cupra, and Reborn, you can buy them individually by color or fat pack. So what are the prices?
I like the bare hip. Look, that's always nice. So it's $2.99 for a dress. It's $14.99 for all of the dress. Yeah, that's a fun one.
Well, put me down and try it out. I'll try the demo and see how it looks on me. I was a little concerned about the texturing. Not sure.
The main part that I'm uncertain about is it is a fairly high waist on the skirt.
But things have been conforming to Reborn really nicely, so it's not giving me the weird pooch that would sometimes happen.
Right.
So like even in these shorts here, there's no weird pooching going on, but I know these are fairly low, so we'll have to see how a high waist does.
Right.
We're still trying things out, but yeah, put me down to try a demo. I'll check it out.
Okay.
Okay, next we have Michon. And it's the Caitlin heels.
Caitlin heels.
There's a lot going on there. You got a lot little drapey accessories. I kind of like them because they're stars.
I like a lot of jangly chains. That's fun.
Yeah, let's put me down for these. It's Cupra, Legacy, Maitreya, and Reborn, so it works. You get all those colors. Let's see. Oh, you buy them in 3 packs or fat packs. So dark, light, variety, or fat pack.
A pack is $2.99. And everything is $3.99. You should just get the fat pack if you're gonna do it.
Absolutely.
That's a steal.
Like, I thought I misheard you for a second. I was gonna ask you $3.99. You sure you didn't say like $8.99?
Nope. 3.
Nope, 3. Okay. Very good. All right. We're not at the penultimate yet.
Nope.
So we've got offline, and we've got a little tank, and it's called the Hottie Top. And do we have bottoms too?
We do.
Yeah, we've got the jeans. So it's the Hottie Top, and what are the pants called? They don't name the pants.
They are Babes jeans.
Babes jeans. But they're the full pants. They're not the shorts, right?
Just they're the full jeans.
Because the shorts look like the pants, so I was wondering if they had like a pant that turns into a short. It's a little confusing.
Yeah, they probably should have had the gal wearing the same jeans on both, pants on both.
Yeah, but I'm not into a high-waisted mom jean for the most part, so I think I would pass on these. But that aside, other people would be interested, so please tell us how much they cost for individual colors versus the fat packs.
All right, so any individual piece, top or bottom, is $2.49. Fat pack at the top is $12.99. The fat pack at the bottoms are $9.99.
Okay, very good.
And you too can be a hottie babes.
In mom jeans.
In mom jeans.
And next we have Lulu B. I was so excited to see Lulu B. And
this is very magical.
It is. I am all about this. So put me down. And then she says here it's the first part of a set. She plans to keep adding accessories and more parts. Feel free to suggest extra items that you would want me to add in the future. I might have to reach out to Lulu B.
Yeah,
you and I should sit down and talk about what we'd like to see in the set, because
absolutely.
So what is it? It's a decor set. It has I guess you can have them linked or unlinked. Yeah, linked or unlinked, so you can use individual pieces. Oh,
I love when creators do that. So that's like seeing how that is arranged in the photo. A lot of times when you buy things as a fat pack, you just get a bunch of individual pieces and you have to lay them out and arrange them and stuff. And yeah, you can do that, but when they have it linked, it's so convenient to just plonk it out and everything's already placed and arranged, and if you want to move it, you can, but I really, really do enjoy when creators give you that option.
Yeah. I think my favorite in this set is that little, like, worn little drawer thing.
Yes.
And I don't know what's
the drawers
blinking.
aren't even, like, closing fully because there's
the
stuff bulging out. Yeah. Out of the one. Yeah.
I really like that a lot.
It's nice.
So what does she name that? What is that called?
The dresser thing?
Is it a dresser?
Because
I think it's a small thing. I don't think it's like a full dresser. It's like a jewelry case. Almost.
They call it drawers.
Drawers. Okay, so a little chest of drawers, and then.
So the title of this set is My Wiccan Corner.
Oh, perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She's hitting me in all the right places.
Yeah. So drawers are $1.99.
Mm-hmm.
Candles are $69.
Okay.
The skull planter, $120.
Okay.
The jars of stuff are $99. And the cool rocks are also $99.
And does she have something? Oh, fat pack? How much?
You can get the whole fat pack for $4.99.
Okay. Sign me up for the fat pack. I'm going to be getting it. Absolutely. It's good to see her. I know she's been working on things. I know she's been at other events. That's why I haven't seen her on. We haven't seen her on Fliff. But it's good to see her here.
It is a great set that she's putting together. Love it.
Love it.
All right. Ascendant.
And we have the, what is it called here? It doesn't say. But whatever it is, it fits Legacy, Perky, Maitreya, and Reborn.
It's the Molly outfit.
So it comes all together. Looks like it's got a long sleeve underneath a short sleeve.
Yes.
Okay, so how much is each individual outfit, and then how much is the fat pack?
Right, so you can get a outfit version for $249. And you can get the whole fat pack for $9.99.
Okay, and then I've noticed that each shirt says something different. If for the ones that say something,
I'm enjoying the text on some of these. Yeah. Single, a man who makes jokes about women in the kitchen. That's brilliant. I love that.
There's one that says coffee. A magical substance that turns leave me alone or die into good morning, honey.
You might need to get that for coffee as well. I need to get
that for coffee, yeah. I'm going to get her a little coffee machine and then like this coffee outfit. So put me down as coffee gift on this one.
Okay.
I'm just so happy she moved into Unity. We had a vacancy and my girlfriend Coffee, a fellow DJ who we've been friends since we worked at Exile. She still works at Exile. I have since retired. But she was looking for a place and there just so happened to be a vacancy in Unity and I made her move in. She was going back and forth. She wasn't sure. And I'm like, yes, you're sure. Right here. Right here's home. And she did. So welcome to Unity, Coffee. Okay.
Oh, this is fun. Pizza, the only love triangle I want.
Oh, that's a good one. You might need to put me down for that one because it's fit Reborn, right? So I'll try the demo, but I imagine this is going to fit just fine because it's one piece and it's going to be fine. I have a feeling because the way things, the few things I've already worn on this Reborn, because I started wearing it last Friday. And so I've not taken it off since. And everything I put on looks amazing. So, and some of it is not this low, like these mug shorts. Some of them are higher and they still look fine. So it doesn't bulge out funny like sometimes on the Legacy Pregnant.
They look so fine. All right.
Is this the penultimate?
It is our penultimate stop. It's Pro Magic.
Pro Magic. All right. So what do we got here? This is interesting and fashiony.
It's very fashiony and interesting. Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but if it's Maitreya, Legacy, Cupra, Erica, Tonic, and Reborn. I was trying to get through all that before you told me what it was called. So what is it called?
Barak.
Okay.
Sorry,
Barak. So is it, what I'm curious about is, are these separate pieces? Like if I just wanted the top and not the skirt, are they separates? Like,
nope.
It's one solid piece. Like I know I get it. If I buy it, I'm getting the bottom.
Let me check the demo.
Because these would, like the top, one of the things I like about Pro Magic, and I've noticed in just the limited experience I have with them, is the last shirt I have of theirs has a really nice dangly bit on the back too. And this one does too. And I like nice back, dangly bits in the back. I think it's a nice detail. So while I'm not like super crazy about the skirt portion, I really kind of like the top, and I think it could work with Jian. or some other skirt. So I was just curious if it's separates inside the purchase or if it's just a solid one piece.
I'm unpacking a demo.
Okay.
So demo says is just one piece.
Okay.
And so you're not going to be separating it, really.
Well, I would get the demo to see how it works on my Reborn then. Because I really like that. I just might need to shop Pro Magic more often for these fun dangly bits in the back. Because that's what's really getting me, is that part. I love the detail on the back.
Oh yeah, so. That is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't think I've allowed you to share with me what each individual color costs and the fat pack.
I have, so it's 300 for a color. And the fat pack is 3,000.
Okay.
I will say, just looking at the demo, the mix and match capability of the fat pack is pretty pronounced. There's several different zones that you can colorize. So
yeah. Well, I might be having to get the fat pack on that, but go ahead and put me down and check out a demo, and I'll see how everything ends up.
Okay.
All right, everyone. I'm back here alone because I realized when I was editing that we missed the other side of the sponsors, or like the prominent vendors on the way in, and I can't have a video featuring the Flifty without making sure that we've talked about everyone. So I'm sticking this little segment in before the closing comments as a little correction and post-processing. So it's just me because tour's at work and I'm still on summer break. So we're going to take a look at the vendors, the creators that we didn't address in our original take of the video. I know I have my interface on because I'm doing it alone, so I gotta have it on so I can tell you how much all the goodies cost. So let's get looking at our final row here. This is where we missed. So we have here Andor or Andori. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but they've got a few things. And I was again surprised that we missed them because, you know, I love the ears from Andor. So this fits the Evo X cow ear, and it looks like it's adapted for a regular ear too. Buying it costs $350. And they also have this Julia, I would call it a diadem, but it looks like in the ad it's a diadema, which could be, you know, Spanish or Latin or something. That's lovely. If you want to buy that, that's going to cost you $300. It looks like it's unrigged, it's unisex, it has all these metals and different colors, so that's fun. You also have these here, what are they calling it? Royal Ivy. So it goes over your hands. It looks like it fits Legacy and Maitreya. So you have those pieces that would go, I think, it'd be a nice combination for roleplay, those two together. Or even all three, really. I mean, that's a nice look. If you're interested in the Royal Ivy, that's gonna cost you 350 linden. Over here we have also Andor. It's a mesh mask. No, it's an earring. Sorry. It's little fox earrings. So it looks like for the set you have 5 styles. You have a HUD. So if you really like boxes and want little earrings, little stud-like earrings, that's going to cost you 250 linden. So that was Andor or Andori. And then next over here we have Stealthic. So we've got some hair, and we've got the basic and the full packs. This one's called Riot. It looks like you have some optional bangs. 360 swatches. That's a lot of swatches. You have different zones to color. That's a new thing. I think we saw that at either a Fliff or the last Flifty. And so here it's showing you the different styles, how you can wear your ponytails. And then I forget what the 2 packs get you. So your basic has the hairstyle and 1 style variant, but you get all the colors. And then I guess if you upgrade to the full pack, or no, maybe there's a middle, let's see. So the basic is $3.99, the upgrade is $1.99, and this is $5.98, the full pack. So I guess you can buy them individually or together. So full pack gives you the hairstyle, of course, all the colors with the ability to color each section of hair. So I'm guessing that you only get that in the upgrade or the full pack. You get the 4 style variants, the tint HUD with the ability to tint each section of the hair, a cycle animation with custom delays. So I'm wondering if this is one where when you change your hair, it animates your avatar like you're fixing your hair, like pulling your ponytails forward or something. And then you've got some other features there. So I already ran down the prices on that. I'm not this particular style of ponytail, so I'm going to pass on that, but it's a lovely hair. I'm going to walk myself down to the next one, which is Mug, which I'm very excited to be able to wear with my Reborn. And so we have 3 different outfits, it looks like, that are available. So we have this Billy band tee and Billy skirt. They have, it says, looks like 6 base colors. You have different shapes, Maitreya, Legacy, Cupra, and Reborn. And again, like I've mentioned before, the different HUDs that, not different HUDs, but different body shapes are all contained in the HUD, which makes it super easy and convenient to wear. So you have the different styles of shirt. I think you buy those individually. So it'll be $2.99 per shirt. So we got some rock band and, you know, kind of punk themes there. Then you've got the skirt in those colors, and they're $2.99 also. The fat pack of the shirt is $1,669, and the fat pack of the skirt is $1,669. So then over here we have, oh, they call it a brat pack. How funny. Is that a brat pack instead of a fat pack? Like, what is that? Yeah, so if you get the brat pack, then you get both of the fat packs of that outfit. They've probably been calling it that for months, and I'm just noticing that, or years, I don't even know. But you can get a brat pack and get both of the fat packs for that outfit. That's really cool. So $2,889 will get you the brat pack of the Billy outfit. So the next one is Tamar, looks like. So it's sweaters and leggings. So you've got a fun little crop shirt, probably $2.99, yep, for each color. Then on the bottom you've got the leggings. They're probably $2.99 each as well. And I'm wondering if the brat pack is that same 2,800 something. Yep, $2,889 for the brat pack. It's a fun outfit. And then over here you have the Layla outfit with some sassy crops and torn up jeans. Those are fun. I might have to try that. So they're probably all $2.99 also. Yes, so I'm assuming the fat pack is $1,699, and therefore the brat pack would be that $2,889. So you've got 3 fun outfits there. I think I'm going to pick up probably that Layla one, because that looks fun, or at least try the demo, see how it works. But Mug is forming really nicely to the Reborn, so I'm feeling confident. So there you have Mug, and then it looks like now for real our penultimate is Imbue, and you've got some platforms, which I'm all about. Jelly plats, it looks like you can have them with or without socks. 15 strap colors, 15 base colors, 14 flower color. Where are the flowers? Oh, okay, here. So you can turn the flowers on or off. That's cool. Like, good to have options. You can toggle the opacity on the straps. You can toggle the sock on or off, or you can toggle the flowers on or off. You've got all these fun colors. Oh, and a cow print. So I'm in. I am in. So for one color, it's $199. To buy them all, it's $1,299 London. I don't think there's any other options. I hope this is not just fat pack only. Good, it's not. I like a platform. I've said that before, and I like that these have options. So you can, the opacity and the flowers being a choice are really cool. So I'm going to be picking those up. So there you have the final vendors, creators. I could not, in good conscience, close out this video without making sure to address them. So now on to closing thoughts.
Okay.
So that brings us to the end.
It does.
Are we going to round the corner and make some closing remarks, or? All right,
Sure,
here we go.
yeah.
We're on the move. So Is it just me? I don't see anybody here. I don't think I have friends only on. Is it just us?
No, it's just us. Well, I mean, like you said, we were a little late
We're
to
a little late.
Most people have probably shopped it.
Yeah.
Without our guidance.
No, I know. We can't let that happen again.
No, we can't.
My
we
avatar's turned funny. I gotta turn towards you. But yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. I don't see any people. Where are the people? That's because we waited too long and everybody shopped the Flifty already. Damn it.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. I'm gonna have to send this video out to my friends list to make sure that everyone has purchased and visited and made purchases at the Flifty. So I didn't want to miss it, but I was telling you when we were doing it that it was like, oh, we're gonna do this kind of late because this resets in like 11 days or less. So everybody came and hit it right at the beginning. So I'm gonna have to get. But I was gonna say I was gonna have to get better about it, but honestly, it's like you said, there was some traveling going on and just working out real life scheduling got in the way. So next month will be better.
Yes, absolutely.
So I see you got your drinks out again. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, any closing thoughts then as we finish up the Flifty?
It's I always really enjoy this event. It's my thoughts weirdly are that it's been getting really hot lately, which is unrelated to this. But I think that my mind goes there because there are a lot of fun summertime things that people are putting together. Mm-hmm. And that is it's always enjoyable to make bits of SL kind of reflect First Life in some ways.
Yeah.
In the fun respects, but omit the less fun respects.
Right. Well, it's like even earlier today, we were at a pool party.
Yeah,
which I thought was the vibe of it was really cool. And it's just, it's really hot. It's really hot for you. It's really hot for me. I know maybe some other people, it's maybe not so hot for them, but it's hot in a lot of places right now. So,
Yes.
So I'm all about dressing for summer. So, and I kind of do that in my SL anyway. If it's cold outside, I want to wear something warm in SL.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of the way it works. So, but yeah. So any other thoughts before I thank people for watching our video?
Nope, that's all I got.
Okay, well, thank you if you've made it this far to the end of our Flifty video. As always, we appreciate you watching and sharing and commenting and liking and subscribing. I'm still working on 100 subscribers to YouTube.
Getting up there.
We're at 68. There wasn't any movement between our last video and this one. Usually I pick up one or two along the way, but I attribute that to not hitting my friends list. And so remember I told you it was Renata was like, who the fuck are you? Then it kind of deterred me and then I was busy. So I might go back to my friends list and be like, hey, check this out. And if people don't want to be my friend, then that's okay. They can leave. But so this one is a little late, but we have fun making these, and I know we're still trying to work out some details on other video things. As far as I've always been interested in tour talks, and we always have lots of different ideas for things. So I hope we can work out tour talks at some point because you have a lot of deep thoughts, and I think more people need to hear them. So
I'm sure we will.
Yes. But in the meantime, I will let you get up from the couch and stretch your back. I'm going to work on editing, and dinner time's pretty much here. And my poor dog has passed out on the floor. He made some sassy stretching noise earlier, like food time.
So dramatic.
He's so dramatic. All right. Thank you, everybody. And until next time, thank you. I guess I already said that. So we'll see you next Flifty, and we'll see you for fliffing. We're going to be at it tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm probably going to work out getting this video up tonight. So we will see everyone back here tomorrow. Thank you for watching.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.